Alyssa from Fangirlish, and I'm here to talk about first loves, specifically sports first loves. And my first sports love came when I was just 7 years old, and I fell head over heels for the Detroit Red Wings and hockey in general. And it was a little odd because, I grew up in Florida, and hockey isn't something that's really appreciated down here in this area. I know it's horrible, but again, it doesn't really make sense. But luckily, my sports muse, my dad, he comes from Michigan, and he introduced me to hockey, and it was something that, like, from an early age I just gravitated towards. I distinctly remember I would go over to my Uncle Richie's house, and he is a Rangers fan, but he also likes the Wings, so he was very supportive of that, obviously. And I remember going over to his house, and him and my dad we'd be playing, we'd be watching games, or we'd be playing like the NHL game, video game. And I remember vividly that they would quiz me about facts about the Red Wings, like the Russian Five and about Steve Yzerman. And if I got it correct, I earned $1. They'd give me $1 bill, and I earned a lot of money. I was well versed in all things Red Wings. And I remember my first game, but that's a separate post because that was my first sporting event ever. And I just remember the magic. But again, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I'm someone that when it comes to sports, you could call me obsessive. I am obsessive. I take it to an entirely different level, as my dad has told me multiple times. Usually that's with the Bears where I take it to like extremes, but my first sports love and my first kind of experience with being obsessed and like really like way too into something when it comes to sports was with the Red Wings. And I was entirely spoiled when it comes to being a Red Wing fan. I got to see them win 4 Stanley Cups. For the first 25 years of my life, they made the playoffs consecutively until recently 3 years ago. And like the Red Wings just really opened my eyes to the entire sports world in general, and obviously it's extended into different parts of different sports. The Bears being my most beloved, and with the Red Wings were obviously are my second love, and the Michigan Wolverines, and it just kind of like kept growing. But like the Red Wings and hockey in general opened my eyes to this magical world of sports. And as most sports fans know, there's really nothing like your first sports love. Like the first time where it's like the game it becomes something more than just a game. Like, the Red Wings are the reason why sports means so much to me. They're the reason why I take it to extremes. They're the reason that I can see the magic in sports. They're the reason that I've learned to deal with all of the heartbreak, and I've gotten to experience all of the highs. And I'll never forget it. Like, and I love the Wings to this day. I watch every time they're on television, I watch them. I would say in the playoffs, but they've been in the playoffs for a while. Obviously the Bears are my true sports love, but the Red Wings always, forever, always and forever will have a place in my heart. They're the team that started it all. They really are. They're the reason why I am the way I am, and I'm eternally grateful for that. So I'd like to hear from you. Who was your first sports love? What was the team that opened your eyes to the wonder and beauty that is sports? What was the team that taught you about first love and first heartbreak? Sound off in the comments. I'd love to hear.